Good evening, everyone. Evening. So we will begin in child's pose today. Let me just grab the iPad real quick. Get yourself settled. Do you have the iPad out here, Tony? Everyone should have at least 2 blocks for this practice. If you don't, just give me a little wave and I'll grab those blocks for you. As you come to your space, my name is Amber. Welcome to your strong flow this evening. Give yourself this opportunity to settle into this space. Close your eyes and invite a cleansing breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale to release. Begin to breathe in and out of your nostrils. Notice where your breath fills in your back body. As you begin to take a scan of your physical body, notice how you feel today. Notice the body that you came into this space with. Give yourself this opportunity to step away from any judgment to how your body is showing up today, how your practice may look or feel, or even to how your breath begins to flow. Step away from any competition within yourself, your ego, and with anyone else in this room. And lastly, create freedom from expectations. Expectations of your body's limits, of the quality of your breath, and of the thoughts that may pass through your mind. There's a yoga Sanskrit word called dukkha, the acknowledgement that suffering is not the interpretation of life, but part of it. We live in a world that offers us endless tools to, quote, better ourselves, to distract ourselves, to optimize our way of living and a way out of pain. But one of the greatest acts of healing is simply by moving through it, not around it, not above it, but actually through it. The practice of yoga is a container for that, not an escape from suffering, but a way to sit with it long enough to let it change you. So within your practice today, you may experience discomfort in the physical body, perhaps even in the expectations within your mind, discomfort within your breath. And know that with that discomfort, there's always growth. So as you begin to sit with this, find your breath first and foremost. Breathe into your belly, your ribs, and your chest. And as you exhale, soften your chest. Feel your ribs knit in together and drop your hips closer towards your heels. Expand through this 3-part breath. Inhale from the base of your spine, through the crown of your head. And as you exhale, soften your chest to the earth. Soften your ribs and your back body. As you move through the Samavriti Pranayama, this 3-part breath, perhaps begin to turn the heat on internally. As you exhale, constrict the muscles in the back of your throat as if you were fogging a mirror with your mouth closed. Notice the heat, notice the constriction as you take a fire hydrant hose and begin to dial it down into a garden hose. This constriction of the muscles in the back of your throat allows you to deepen the present moment, to sit still with the breath. Your breath is your life force throughout your practice, letting you know when to back down or to amplify a shape. Your breath comes first and foremost before any transitions and any postures. Continue to breathe in this way. Create softness in your body and clarity in your mind. And as you begin to settle in, perhaps you find your reason for coming onto your mat today. It can look like a dedication of your practice to yourself, to someone, or to someplace, a mantra, or even just the reason for coming here. As you find this sankalpa, let's seal it in with another full breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and release it out into the universe. Come back to that breath in and out of your nostrils. With your forehead connected to your mat, begin to rock your forehead from left to right. Release any tension from in between your eyebrows, awakening your third eye, awakening your intuition. Find stillness in your head. Reach your arms out long and begin to flip your palms to the sky. Spread your fingers wide, as far apart from one another as you can, and then begin to create a fist. Curl your fingers in towards your palms. As you squeeze, allow the blood flow to come into your wrists and your forearms and begin to open up your hands once again. Spread your fingers wide. We'll do that a couple more rounds. Squeeze your fingers in towards your palm, maybe even curl your fists in towards the midline of your body, and then begin to release. Spread your fingers out wide. Last time. Curl your fingers back in towards your palm. Create a nice tight fist, and now begin to roll these fists in a few directions. Notice any cracks or any pops or any movements through your wrists. Continue to squeeze the fingers into your palms to invite that blood flow into your wrists and forearms. Find stillness through the movement of your wrists, and now begin to flick your fingers as if you're trying to flick water off of your hands. We invite that immediate surge of energy into your palms, into your wrists and forearms. We will spend a lot of time on our forearms or on our hands today, so allowing ourselves to create that joint release and that extra amount of blood flow is very important for protecting the wrist joints. Continue to flick your fingers even faster. You may begin to experience a burning sensation in your forearms. That's when you know you've arrived. Take another round of breath in. Exhale to relax your hands, palms down to the floor. Extend your arms out long as you ground your sits bones to your heels. Breathe in through the sides of your waist, and as you exhale, walk your hands over towards the right side of your mat. Reach your left fingertips higher than your right. Maybe place your left palm on top of right as you ground your left hip down towards your heel. Send your breath into your left ribs, perhaps even into that visceral space. Notice as you breathe in, a stretching sensation. That's your fascia beginning to slide a little bit quicker and easier. Every breath is that opportunity to breathe in, to collect the space, the sensation, and to breathe out to find the space. Move into it. Inhale to walk your hands back through to center. Exhale over towards the left side of the mat. Ground your right hip down towards heel. Reach your right fingertips higher than left. And immediately as you come to the side lateral stretch here, notice the space on this side compared to the first. Are there any particular places in the sides of your waist, the hips or the ribs that feel extra tight on this side or even have more ease? Create that sense of self-discovery. Another round of breath in and out. Inhale to walk your hands back through to center. Exhale to melt your heart to the floor. Spread your fingers wide. Grip the mat with your fingertips as if you were a gecko gripping the side of your house. Come into the Hasta Bandha. On your next inhalation, rise up to all fours. Come onto your hands and knees. Stack your shoulders over your wrists and bring your knees underneath your hips. Press all 10 of your toenails down into the mat. Rotate the eyes of your elbows, your elbow creases, in towards one another. As you inhale, lift your heart, lift your chin, tilt your tailbone back and up for cow pose. Exhale to push through your hands, round your spine, chin to chest for cat. Inhale, lead with your tailbone, come into your cow pose like a wave, move nice and slow. Exhale, lead with your tailbone again as you round your spine, come into your cat. Inhale, come forward to cow pose, retract your shoulder blades, lift your chin. Exhale, push through the mat, suction cup belly button up and in towards spine. Inhale, come to a neutral spine. Send your right arm off to the side, maybe up to the sky as you stack your shoulders. Take a full breath in. Exhale to thread your right arm behind your left, land onto your right shoulder and onto your right temple. With your left hand to the floor, push into the mat and rock your hips over towards that side curtain. Notice the space to the inside of your right shoulder blade and your posterior deltoid. Your left hand can stay exactly where it is, or begin to sweep your left arm to the sky, wrap it around your lower back as you reach for your right inner thigh for a half bind. Now we invite space in our right posterior deltoid and our left anterior deltoid. Spiral your heart to the sky. And if you would like, send your left leg to the back of the mat. Keep your toes to the floor. Squeeze all of the muscles in your left leg in towards your bones. And with a flexed foot, lift through your left inner thigh as you find a balance. Know that I will offer you many options throughout this practice, and it's similar to an ice cream bar. You can take as many toppings or as less toppings as you'd like throughout this practice. Take another round of breath in and out. Left knee comes in to meet your right. Place your left hand in front of your nose. Press through your palms. Sweep your right arm out and up for an open counter twist. Exhale, right hand comes down to meet your left. Take a round of cat and cow to release. Breathe in. Exhale to push away. Inhale, come to a neutral spine. Sweep your left arm off to the side, perhaps up to the sky as you stack your shoulders. Exhale, thread your left arm behind your right, land onto your left shoulder and onto your temple. With your right hand into your mat, push into the floor and rock your hips over towards the door. Invite space into your left inner shoulder blade. Breathe into the top of your back as if you're trying to blow up a balloon. Your right hand can stay where it is. Perhaps take it up to the sky or wrap your right arm around your lower back. Reach for your left inner thigh for that half bind. Send your breath into where you feel sticky. And if you'd like, your right leg can extend to the back of the mat. Keep your toes to the floor. Squeeze all of the muscles in towards your bones. And with the flexed foot, lift your right leg as high as you wish, whether it's an inch or two or as high to the sky. Maintain your balance. Remember, if you roll onto your back body, you are already on the floor, and that's your opportunity to create growth and connection between body, mind, and breath. Take another round in and out. Right knee comes in to meet your left. Right hand in front of your nose. Press through your palm to sweep your left arm out and up for an open counter twist. Exhale, left hand comes down to the floor. Take an inhale into cow pose. Lift your heart. Tilt your tailbone back and away. Exhale, tuck your toes under, push through your hands, send your sits bones back and up to the place in the room where the ceiling and the wall meet for downward facing dog. As you arrive to your Adho Mukha Svanasana, take your dog for a walk. Alternate your heels to the mat. Sway your hips side to side. Nod your head yes and no. Continue to grip the mat with your fingertips and notice your shoulder blades elevate towards your shoulders as if you're holding, your shoulders elevate towards your ears as if you're holding a large box up above head. Once you find that solid connection with your hands and your shoulders, begin to wrap your biceps in towards your sternum. Prioritize the length in your torso, bend your knees, and reach those bony points in your bum back and up to the place in the room where the ceiling and the wall meet. Take a full breath in. And a long, juicy breath out. Bend through your knees, push through your hands, loaded beast. Sandwich your chest to your thighs. Look in between your hands as you inhale, ripple forward to high plank. Elbows graze your rib cage, lower down halfway or quarter of the way. Inhale to explode back up to your plank and exhale to take it back downward facing dog. We'll begin to build heat in our shoulders and in our core. Bend through your knees, loaded beast, sandwich ribs to thighs, look to your hands. Inhale, ripple forward to high plank. Exhale to lower down chaturanga. Inhale, push back up to your plank. Exhale, take it back to downward facing dog. Last time, bend through your knees, loaded beast, look forward, ripple to high plank. Exhale, lower down halfway. Inhale, push back up to your plank. Exhale to downward facing dog. Full breath in, long breath out. Loaded beast. So look in between your hands. Trust your hands. Begin to tiptoe, step, or hop to the top like a bird landing on a branch, nice and soft. Half lift to lengthen. Ardha Uttanasana, shoulder blades together. Exhale to fold over your thighs. Grab hold of opposite elbows. Ragdoll. Sway left to right. Maybe even a soft bounce of your torso over your thighs to invite space in your hamstrings. As you settle into your forward fold, begin to rotate your inner thighs towards the back of your mat. Press through the outer cusp of your heels and lift your kneecaps into your quadriceps. Crown of your head is heavy. Release your arms to the floor. Take a half lift, reset. shoulders and hips. Half lift. Exhale to release over your thighs. Push your feet into the floor. Reverse your swan dive. Bend your knees to protect your lower back. Sweep your arms out and up for Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hands to heart center and into Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, raise your arms. Lift your gaze. Root to rise. Exhale, like you're closing a book. Hinge at your hips and dive all the way down with a long spine. Inhale, half lift to lengthen. Hands to shins or fingertips to mat. Exhale to release over your thighs. Reverse your swan dive. Sweep it out and up. Protect your lower back. Reach for the sky. Exhale, hands to heart center, mountain pose. Inhale to raise your arms. Lift your gaze to your fingertips. Optional back bend. Exhale, long spine. Dive all the way down. Hands to the floor. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift to lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands down to the mat. Step your right foot back. Bring your knee to the floor. Untuck your right toes. Press the right toenail down into the floor. Hug your left heel and your right knee in towards one another. Feel your inner thighs engage, and without loosening up through your pelvic floor, begin to sweep your arms forward and up to the sky for Anjaneyasana, low lunge. That full breath in to lift your heart. Rotate your pubic bone towards the top of your mat and soften your left toes. Your back leg anchors you in this space. Relax your shoulders down and rotate your pinkies in towards one another. Take another inhale. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step back to your plank pose. Shift forward as you breathe in. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale to push back up to plank pose. Exhale, take it back to downward facing dog. Big toes together. Left leg sweeps high. Scorpion tail, left heel towards right glute. Space to drive your right heel down closer to the mat. As you squeeze your left heel towards your right glute, you strengthen through that hamstring muscle to invite space in your psoas. Send your left leg long. Square your hips and shoulders to the top of the mat. Exhale, squeeze knee to nose, cheetah pose. Inhale, take it back and up. Exhale, left knee to left tricep, open hip, flex foot. Inhale, take it back and up. Exhale, squeeze your knee to your nose. Can you connect knee to nose or lips to nose? Push your hands into the floor, step your foot between your hands. Ground your right hand to mat or block, sweep your left arm to the sky, simple twist. Stack your shoulders. Push so much into your feet that you can find maybe just your fingertops onto the mat. Perhaps as you find that space, you contract your left obliques and float your right hand completely off of the mat. Stay nice and strong through your back leg. Last breath, inhale. Exhale, left hand comes down, forward fold at the top of the mat. Inhale, half lift to lengthen. Exhale to release over your thighs. Reverse your swan dive, sweep your arms out and up. Optional back bend at the top. Exhale, reset in mountain pose, Tadasana. Inhale, raise your arms, lift your gaze, soften your toes. Exhale, dive down, hinge at your hips, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift to lengthen. Exhale, hands to your mat or block, step your left foot back. Lower your knee to the mat. Untuck your left toes. We isometrically squeeze your right heel and your left knee towards one another. Notice your inner thigh muscles recruit here. Without changing that, sweep your arms forward and up to the sky. Continue to squeeze your legs towards one another as if you're trying to bundle your mat underneath. Relax your shoulders. Bring your floating ribs in together as you rotate your pubic bone towards the top of the mat. Big space in your left psoas. Take another inhale. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back to your plank pose. Shift forward as you breathe in. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Explode back up as you breathe in to plank pose and exhale to downward facing dog. Right leg sweeps high. Scorpion tail, right heel towards glute. Extend through your left leg. Drive your left heel down to the floor and sandwich your chest to the top of your thigh. Squeeze your heel towards your bum. Engage through that hamstring. Send your right leg long. Inhale. Exhale, squeeze knee to nose for cheetah pose. Protract your shoulder blades. Inhale, kick it back and up. Exhale, right knee to right tricep. Open hip, flex foot. Inhale, take it back and up. Exhale, squeeze knee to nose. Hold here. Make space. Gently step your foot between your hands. Left hand grounds to mat or block. Sweep your right arm to the sky for simple twist. Stack your shoulders. Push back through the back of your left leg so your legs are nice and strong. Perhaps just your fingertips to the mat. Maybe even float your left hand just to hover over the mat. your drishti, your focal point, past your right fingertips. Last breath, inhale. Exhale, right hand comes down. Step forward to forward fold. Half lift, breathe in. Exhale to release over your thighs. Reverse your swan dive. Inhale. Mountain pose, exhale. At the top of your mat, big toes together with about an inch or two between your heels. Bend your knees, sink your hips, Utkatasana chair. Bring your hands down to the floor. Touch your fingertips to the mat. That's about how much we need to bend here, and then begin to lift your chest. Bring your biceps alongside your ears. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Send the weight to your heels. Lift and spread all 10 toes. Neutralize your hip girdle as much as you can. Shift your drishti forward to your reflection or up to your thumbs. Take another round of breath in. Exhale to forward fold. Inhale, half lift, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands to the mat. Step back to plank pose. Lower down chaturanga. We take our first spinal extension. Inhale to upward facing dog or cobra. Tops of your feet to the floor. Exhale to take it back, downward facing dog. Right leg sweeps high. Open up your hip, bend through your knee. Exhale, squeeze knee to nose, cheetah pose. Inhale, take it back and up. Exhale, right knee to right tricep. Begin to bend your elbows like chaturanga. Pull your heart and gaze forward. Inhale, kick it back and up to three-legged downward facing dog. Exhale, squeeze knee to nose. Step your foot gently between your hands. Ground your left heel to the floor. Step that back foot in about a foot or so. Inhale, come to rise, warrior one, Virabhadrasana A. So in your reflection, you should have enough space to roll a bowling ball in between your legs. Your hips and shoulders are forward. Both feet are visible. This is a short, fat, wide stance. Take a full breath in. Exhale, hands to heart center. Inhale to lengthen your right leg. Exhale to hinge forward, pause halfway. Once you find that halfway point, anteriorly tilt your hips like you're in cow pose. So let's take this left foot all the way over here. Yeah, and then square your hips forward. So rather than open, pull your hips forward, both legs are straight, and hinge. Grow your spine long as if you're trying to create space in between each vertebra. Take another inhale. With a straight leg, fold over your right leg, hands to mat or to blocks. Lift your kneecaps into your quadriceps. As you contract the muscles in your anterior chain, we invite space in the posterior chain. Stretch your spine out long. Ground through the back heel. Take another breath in and out. Bend through your right knee. Inhale, come to rise. Warrior one, short, fat, wide stance. Exhale, hands to the floor. Take your vinyasa. Lower down through chaturanga. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Squeeze your thighs together, lift them off the mat. Exhale to take it back, downward facing dog. Left leg sweeps high. Scorpion tail, left heel towards bum. Draw your knee to your nose, cheetah pose, shift forward to that plank. Inhale, take it back and up. Exhale, left knee to left tricep. Make a connection above your elbow. Begin to bend your knees, pull your heart and gaze forward. Inhale, take it back and up to three-legged downward facing dog. Exhale, squeeze your knee to nose. Gently step your foot between your hands. Step your back foot in about 12 inches. Ground your heel to the floor and rise up to warrior one. Check in with your foundation. Both feet are visible. If you even find that right hip open just a smidge or two, step it out wider, arms to sky. So Virabhadra was summoned from the molten earth. This pose symbolizes that energy upward to pierce the crust of the hard earth. So imagine yourself pressing down through the outer heel of your right leg to create that lift. One more, inhale. Exhale, hands to heart center. Lengthen your front leg. Lift your kneecaps up into your quads. Begin to hinge forward, pause halfway. Once you find that halfway point, think cow pose. Tilt your tailbone back and up. Reach your chest forward. Maintain that spinal extension and begin to close your book. Hinge at your hips as you fold over your left thigh. Hands to your blocks or to the floor. Remember, blocks don't mean less than. They can actually enhance your practice and give you that space. Come out of the mindset that I don't need help. Your blocks aren't there to help you. They'll enhance your postures, enhance your shapes, and allow you to connect further with breath. Take another round in and out. Bend through your left knee. Inhale, come to rise. Warrior one, arms to sky. Exhale, hands to the floor, right into your chaturanga. So it's that same exhalation. So as long as you're using ujjayi, travel slow through that chaturanga. Inhale to upward facing dog or cobra, tops of your feet to the floor. Exhale, take it back, downward facing dog. Full breath in, long, juicy breath out. Bend through your knees, loaded beast. Look to the top of your mat, think light thoughts, trust your hands, travel to forward fold. Inhale to half lift, lengthen. Exhale to release over your thighs. Utkatasana chair pose. Bend your knees. Take those fingertips down to the mat. Circle sweep them up alongside your ears and into mountain pose, Tadasana. Second round. Inhale, bend your knees. Sink your hips. Circle sweep your arms. Exhale to forward fold over your thighs. Inhale, half lift to lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands to the floor. Step or hop back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale to Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Squeeze as you lift. Exhale, take it back. Right leg to sky. Breathe in. Exhale, squeeze knee to nose. Inhale, take it back and up. Exhale, right knee to right tricep. Open hip, flex foot. Bend your elbows like chaturanga. Lean forward and maybe kick that left leg off of the mat as you come into Ekapada Kundanyasana, arm balance. Nice. Inhale, take it back and up to three-legged downward facing dog. Exhale, squeeze knee to nose. Step your foot between your hands. Ground your back heel. Rise up, warrior one, arms to sky. Exhale, straighten your right leg, sweep your arms back for a flying pyramid pose. Inhale, rise back up, warrior one. Exhale, journey through vinyasa or step back to downward facing dog. Amplify the volume of your breath. That ujjayi lets your nervous system know you're in a safe space. Left leg sweeps high, inhale. Exhale, squeeze knee to nose. Protract your shoulder blades. Inhale, take it back and up. Exhale, left knee to left tricep. Get that knee above your elbow. Bend your elbows like chaturanga. Pull your heart and gaze forward and begin to push off of that back leg as you find an arm balance. Nice. Inhale, take it back and up to three-legged downward facing dog. Exhale, squeeze knee to nose. Step your foot between your hands. Ground your right heel to the earth. Inhale, we rise up. Warrior one, arms to sky. Exhale, lengthen your front leg. Sweep your arms back for flying pyramid pose. Inhale, come back up to warrior one. Exhale, all the way to chaturanga. Take that long ujjayi to travel into that crocodile pose. Beautiful. Inhale to the tops of your feet. Exhale to take it back, down dog. Full breath in. Long breath out. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Bend your knees, loaded beast. Look in between your hands, tiptoe, step or hop, light as a feather to the top of the mat. Half lift when you arrive. Exhale, release over your thighs. Chair pose, inhale, bend your knees, sink your hips. Exhale, mountain pose, Tadasana. Last round, bend your knees, sink your hips. We change it up. Bring your arms up above head, interlace your fingers, turn your hands inside out. Push your palms to the sky. Activate through your triceps, your rhomboids, and your serratus muscles. Take a full breath in. Exhale, sandwich your belly to thighs. Push your hands towards your reflection. Hug your hug your ears with your arms. Continue to push. Load the weight into your heels. Anything that's not serving you in your life right now, you're pushing away. Take another round of breath. Inhale. Exhale, hands to the mat, shoulder distance apart. Lift your heels. Take your knees to the backs of your arms. Make a connection. Round through your upper back. Look forward. Grip the mat with your fingertips. Maybe begin to lift through your pelvic floor as you squeeze one heel to bum, or maybe even both as you come into your crow pose. It's enough to just make the connection to the back of the arms. You don't necessarily need to lift the legs. If you're in your crow or wherever you are, take another round of breath in. Exhale, step or hop back, move through vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. Right leg comes high, inhale. Exhale, draw knee to nose. Inhale, take it back and up. Exhale, left knee to left tricep, squeeze, maybe take that arm balance. Sorry, right knee to right tricep, right? Inhale, back and up. Exhale, squeeze knee to nose. Step your foot between your hands. Inhale, come to rise. Warrior one, we've been here before. Exhale to lengthen. Sweep your arms back, flying pyramid. Inhale, raise your arms. Warrior one. Exhale, hands to the floor. This time we jump switch. So lift your back heel as high as you can. Maybe begin to lift it off the floor. Lift your grounded heel and begin to just take a big hop up and switch your legs. Draw your left foot forward now. Ground your right heel to the floor. Inhale, come to rise. Warrior one. Breathe in. Exhale to flying pyramid pose. Inhale, we rise back up to warrior one. Exhale, hands to the floor. Take another jump switch. Swing that right leg high. Switch your legs. Inhale, rise all the way back up to warrior one. Exhale, hands to the floor. Step back through vinyasa or opt out. Meet in downward facing dog. Left leg comes high. Draw knee to nose, squeeze, cheetah pose. Inhale, take it back and up. Exhale, left knee to left tricep. Get your knee above your elbow. Bend your elbow straight back like chaturanga. Pull your heart and gaze forward and push off of your back leg. Find that arm balance. Inhale, take it back and up. Three-legged downward facing dog. Exhale, squeeze knee to nose. Step your foot between your hands. Ground your back heel. Inhale, come to rise, warrior one. Exhale, flying pyramid pose. Lengthen and sweep your arms back. Inhale, rise to warrior one. Exhale, plant your hands. Swing that right leg high. Lift your left heel. Take a big jump switch. Maybe it's through handstand. Land your right foot down. Left heel to the floor. Rise up. Warrior one, right side. Exhale, hands to the floor. Big jump switch again. Take what you need. Meet in warrior one, left side. Arms to sky. Breathe in. Exhale, hands to the floor. You can take handstand practice here and make your way through vinyasa if you'd like. Step back to the flow. Meet in child's pose or downward facing dog. Take what you need. Breathe in and out. Last breath. Inhale and exhale. Downward facing dog, please, whenever you are ready. Bend through your knees, loaded beast. Step your right foot to the outside of right hand. Lizard lunge, pull your heart forward. Hop your right foot back, loaded beast. Step your left foot to the outside of left hand, pull your heart forward. Hop it back to loaded beast. Step your right foot in between your hands, left knee comes down to the mat. Inhale, rise up, low lunge, arms to sky. Exhale, straighten your right leg, sweep your arms back for a flying half split. Inhale, reach your arms forward, bend your right knee, tuck your back toes under, push off, drag it in as you find a warrior three. Stretch your arms out in front, maybe heart center. Flex your left foot and dial your left toes down. Your hips and shoulders are in the same plane. Take another round of breath in. Exhale to bend your right knee. Draw your knees in together and find a single leg chair as you kick your left leg out in front. Knees squeeze in. Arms come up, begin to lower all the way down, pistol squat. Sink your hips to the floor, land your sits bones down, bring both legs up into Navasana boat pose. Take a full breath in, long breath out. Take your legs out wide, fingertips to the mat, lift your heels. We lift for 1, 2, 3, 4, last one, 5. Take your hands out next to your hips. Close your legs back up together. Cross right ankle over left. Hands can find your blocks here. Keep the knees squeezed into the chest. Plant your hands and we'll shoot back to a single leg plank. Right leg back, 3-point plank. Breathe in. Exhale, squeeze your right knee to nose. Step your foot between your hands. Ground your left heel to the floor. Windmill all the way up to Virabhadrasana B, warrior two. Look to your left foot. The outer edge of your left foot is parallel to the back edge of your mat. All the fire, all of the heat comes from the back leg. Your front leg is an external rotation. Your right knee travels in line with second and third toe. Lift your pelvic floor up and send your belly button back and in. Relax your shoulders. Inhale, come forward. Reverse your warrior. Right arm to sky, left hand to thigh. Exhale, take side angle. Right elbow to thigh, left arm to sky. Or take that right hand down to the inside or outside of your right foot. Stretch your left arm up and over, bicep alongside your ear. We work in opposition in extended side angle, so if you're taking that left arm up and over, get nice and long through the left side body. Deep 90-degree bend into that right knee. Take another round of breath in and out. Inhale, we rise up, warrior two. Straighten your right leg. Pivot your toes towards the blocks. Heels in, toes out, arms to sky. Breathe in. Exhale, goddess pose. Or for my gentlemen in the room, cowboy. Use those outer glutes. Open up your knees behind. Send the weight into your heels. If you're curious, look to your reflection. Is your belly spilling forward? Is your booty hanging out? If that's the case, draw everything in. Strong into your solar plexus. Bring your hands out of your peripheral vision. Squeeze through your outer glutes. Those glute meads nice and strong. Last breath, inhale. And exhale. Let's find movement. Inhale, extend to the sky. Exhale to squeeze, lower back down. Inhale to extend to sky. And exhale to squeeze. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Straighten your right leg, skandasana. Side lunge to the back of your mat. Left knee bends. Come all the way down if you'd like, or maintain that halfway position. Wherever you choose to be, settle. Lift your heart, and then I'd like for you to lift your hips an inch off of where you're comfortable. Squeeze your right heel and your left heel towards one another, as if you were trying to bundle the mat underneath you. Take another round of breath in and out. Inhale, we rise back up to warrior two. Bend through your right knee. Rotate your back toes inward. Get settled through your foundation. Reach forward. Flip your palm. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, windmill your hands down to frame your right foot. Take it back. Three-legged downward facing dog. Optional, find that three-legged vinyasa. We'll meet in downward facing dog. From down dog, left leg sweeps high. Step your left foot to the outside of left hand, lizard lunge. Step it back, loaded beast. Bend your knees, fire up your quads. Right foot to the outside of right hand. Step it back, loaded beast. Step your left foot in between your hands. Right knee comes down. Inhale, rise, low lunge, arms to sky. Exhale to sweep it back, straighten your front leg, maintain your balance. Inhale, reach forward, tuck your back toes under, move into your warrior three, arms out in front. Your hips and shoulders stay in the same plane, pointed straight down to the earth. Flex your right foot and dial your right pinky toe in towards the middle of your body. Arms can be at heart center if you'd like. Take another round of breath in. Exhale, bend your standing leg. Bring your right leg through for a single leg chair pose. Wherever your arms are, begin to sink down. Pass through a pistol squat, nice and slow. Land your sits bones to the floor. Move into your boat pose, Navasana. Breathe in and out. Fingertips come to the floor. This time extend your legs out long. We move through 5, lift, 4, lift, 3, lift, 2, lift, last 1, lift. Cross your left ankle over right, squeeze, compress. Hands can find your blocks, come forward, shoot it back to 3-point plank. Left leg is straight behind. Protract your shoulder blades. Squeeze your knee to nose, step your foot between your hands. Ground your right heel, windmill all the way up, warrior two. Settle in. Nice wide foundation, left leg in external rotation. Press through the outer edges of both feet. Nice. Inhale, come forward, reverse your warrior, flip your palm. Exhale, move into your side angle. Left elbow to thigh, right hand to sky. Or take the extended variation. Find space through both sides of your waist. So if you feel yourself collapsing one way or the other, make space from your joints and muscles. Inhale, we rise all the way back up to warrior two. Straighten your right leg. Pivot your toes towards the side curtain. Heels in, toes out, arms to sky, breathe in. Exhale, goddess pose or cowboy. This round, option to lift your heels. Continue to squeeze through those glute meats to open up your knees back behind. Look to your reflection. If you lift your heels, did your chest hinge forward? Nice. Draw that belly button up and in. Begin to pulse for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold. We move into Skandasana at the back of the mat. Bend your right knee, extend through your left. As you sink to the floor, lift your hips up another inch or two. Isometrically hug your left heel and your right foot towards one another like you're trying to bundle the mat underneath you. Last breath, inhale and exhale. Press through that right heel, rise all the way up. Warrior two. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Exhale, windmill your hands down to frame your front foot. Take it back through vinyasa. You can take inversion if you'd like. Whatever you need, take it. Ego is not your amigo in this practice. Sometimes we have no sprinkles, and that's okay. It doesn't mean we're having less fun. You can rest in child's pose, find downward facing dog, or lower onto your forearms for dolphin pose for the next 3 breaths. Wherever you choose to be, the breath comes first. All right, y'all ready? Last round. Downward facing dog, please. As we find down dog, loaded beast, bend your knees, sink your hips, step your right foot to the outside of right hand. Lizard lunge. Nice, so stay here. Push to the back of your left knee. Can you take your right hand underneath your right leg to the outside of your right foot? Begin to backpack your right leg over your shoulder. Maybe from here, you take one hand and you clasp it around your ankle. Maybe both hands clasp around your ankle. Keep your back knee lifted. If you have both hands clasped around your ankle, maybe extend your arms out wide like airplane wings underneath your right leg. Yes, ma'am. Breathe in and out. Hands come down to the inside of your right foot. Step your right foot back, loaded beast. Left foot steps to the outside of left hand. Lizard lunge. We work this side. Find full extension in your right leg. Slide your left hand underneath your left thigh to the outside of your foot. Backpack the leg over your elbow. Maybe then begin to clasp one hand around the ankle. Maybe even both. Stay high through that back leg. And as you round towards the earth, maybe extend your arms out like wings. Pull your heart forward and look to the top of your mat. Nice, Alex. Take another round of breath in. Exhale, hands come down to the floor. Step back, loaded beast. Nice. Full breath in. Left foot steps to the top of the mat. In between your hands, right knee to the floor. Inhale, we rise up. Low lunge. Exhale, sweep it back. Find that half split. Reach forward. Find that warrior three. I'm having a brain fart at the moment. I think Alex, where are we? Come on, teacher training. Are we here? Or are we all just discombobulated together? Okay, perfect. So let's come to this warrior three. Step that right foot back and open up to warrior two. We'll just change things up because now we're having way more fun. Open up to your warrior two. Breathe in and out. We didn't do this side, right? This happens sometimes. It's called shooting your yoga gun too much. And now you're like, holy shit, what did I get myself into? Inhale to reverse your warrior. Exhale, hands come down. Let's reset in that downward facing dog. Those fun loaded beasts threw me off. All right, water or towel, let's take it. See, it happens, Alex, I'm telling you. I know exactly where we are. Here we go. Ready? Yeah, here we go. Woo, I had that brain bubble. I got it. All right, downward facing dog. That was a well-deserved break. It's those binds that threw me off. No loaded beast. Step your right foot in between your hands. Left knee comes down. Inhale to rise up, low lunge. Exhale to sweep it back. Inhale, reach forward. Find your warrior three. Yep, lift your back leg. Pistol squat. Knee comes in. Lower all the way down to your sits bones. We find just both this round. Take a full breath in and a long breath out. Cross your right ankle over your left. We work on that jump back. Squeeze. Plant your hands. Shoot it back. Your right leg straight back. Draw your knee to nose. Step your foot between your hands. Left heel comes down. Rise up, warrior two. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Exhale into side angle. Now, this time, we work half bind. Your top hand comes around your lower back. Reach for your right inner thigh. Your right hand comes underneath. That was the point of taking that lizard lunge. Internally rotate your right leg and reach for your left fingertips for that full bind. As you take the bind, your right hand grabs a hold of left fingertips to pull your left shoulder back and down. Lean back with your chest and take your gaze to the sky. Now you can stay or begin to look to your right big toe. Take a big step forward with your left foot. Bound chair at the top of the mat. Shift your weight to your left foot. Lift your right heel. Squeeze and lift all the way up. As you lift up with your bind, birds of paradise, right leg can extend long. Meet yourself where you are. Perhaps we're just working in half bind and we stay inside angle. There's a lot of shiny things happening in this room. Stay focused to what you are doing here with your breath. Last round, if you're in birds of paradise, step down, bound chair, left foot steps all the way back. Inhale, we rise all the way up to warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Straighten your right leg. Exhale, windmill your hands down, rotate your toes to wide-legged forward fold. Half lift to lengthen, breathe in, and exhale to release. Hands underneath your shoulder. Bend through your left knee, Skandasana. Lift your heart. Take your hands to the back of your mat and rotate. Left piece fingers wrap around left big toes. Roll onto the knife edge side of your right foot and open up your hips towards side curtain. You can stay here or squeeze your left knee to your chest and extend your left leg to sky for Vashisthasana, side plank. Meet yourself where you are. It can simply be just finding that bind. If you found the side plank, step your left foot back to the top of the mat. Rotate open to the block, Skandasana. Drive through your left heel, rise back up to warrior two. Reverse your warrior. Exhale, windmill your hands down to frame your right foot. Heel toe your right foot to the left side of your mat. Lower your knee and shin to the floor. Stretch your left leg straight back for pigeon pose. You can take a block underneath your right glute. Sit up tall. Exhale, option to fold. You can stay or begin to come upright on your hands. Hamstring curl your left heel towards bum. Maybe you catch the foot with your left hand. Maybe it's the ankle and you work your way into your mermaid pose. There's something here for everyone. Come back to that full breath from the base of your spine through the crown of your head. Last breath, inhale and exhale. Gently release the bind if you have it. Hands come down to the floor. Tuck your left toes under, lift your left knee. Sweep your right leg back and up to three-legged downward facing dog just to shake your right leg out. Optional vinyasa if you'd like between rounds. We'll meet in downward facing dog. In downward facing dog, step your left foot in between your hands. Right knee comes down to the floor. Inhale, come to rise, a low lunge. Exhale to half split, sweep your arms back. Inhale to reach forward, find your warrior three. How does this warrior three show up for you in this last round? Remember that concept of dukkha. take a single leg chair. Bend your knees, sweep your right leg out in front. Come all the way to sit. Pass through a pistol squat into your boat pose, Navasana. Sit up tall. Cross your left ankle over your right. Compress your knee to your chest. Plant your hands. Hop back, single leg plank. Left leg extends straight behind. Squeeze your knee to nose. Step your foot between your hands. Right heel down. Rise all the way up to warrior two. Inhale to reverse your warrior. Exhale to extended side angle. Left hand down to mat or block. Right arm up and over. We work into the half bind first. So internally rotate your right arm, slide an open palm to your lower back, reach for your left inner thigh. That's half bind. Maybe your left arm comes underneath your left thigh and you reach for fingertips. When you have the bind, use your bottom hand to pull the top hand down and under to open up your heart to sky. Nice. And you can stay or begin to make your way into birds of paradise. Don't think too much. Look to the top of your mat. Step your right foot in for a bound chair. Shift your weight to your right foot. Squeeze left knee to shoulder. Rise nice and slow. Take your time. Your drishti shifts with you. That's what keeps you balanced and solid through this balance. Maybe then you extend your left leg long. Nice. Meet yourself where you are. Breath is priority. If you're in birds of paradise, begin to make your way down to that bound chair. Step your right foot all the way back. Inhale, we rise all the way up. Warrior two. Straighten your left leg. Pivot your toes towards side curtain. Raise your arms, inhale. Exhale, dive down, wide-legged forward fold. This being our last round in wide-legged forward fold, marinate here. Take what you need. Lengthen your spine forward and rock the weight towards the ball mounds of your feet. Weightlessness in your heels, but not enough for anyone to notice, just enough to slide a piece of paper. Last breath, inhale. Exhale, hands to mat. Skandasana, bend your right knee. Left leg extends long. That low single leg lunge to the back of your mat. Walk your hands to the back of the room and rotate. Find a runner's lunge. You can stay or right piece fingers wrap around right big toes. Ground through your left hand. Rotate on the knife edge side of your left foot. Begin to pick your foot up off the floor as you squeeze your right knee in towards your chest. Open up your hips and chest to the blocks as you find your Vashisthasana. Push. Lift that left hip higher. If you've taken the bind, step your right foot all the way back to the top of your mat. Rotate to the left side, Skandasana. Low lunge, hands to heart. Drive through your right heel, open back up to warrior two. Reverse your warrior, breathe in. Exhale, windmill your hands down, frame your left foot, make your way to pigeon pose. Heel toe your left foot to the right side of your mat. Lower your knee and shin to the floor and stretch your right leg towards the back of the room. As you arrive, take a full breath in. Exhale, sleeping pigeon pose as you fold over. Perhaps hamstring to bum. You work your way into your mermaid pose with a bind. Same hand, same foot. Tone down the heat of your breath now. We continue to breathe in and out of the nostrils, but no longer do we need to build heat through that solar plexus. We have plenty of embers to burn for the rest of our class. Take another round of breath in. Exhale to release the bind. Hands come down to the floor. Tuck your back toes under. Lift your right knee. Sweep your left leg back and up for three-legged down dog just to shake it out. Left foot comes down to meet your right. On your next inhale, wave forward to high plank or modified plank. Exhale to slowly pass through chaturanga as you come all the way to belly. As we land here, sweep your arms alongside your body, palms to face the earth. Bring your big toes together. Squeeze your inner thighs towards one another. Chin or forehead to the mat. On your next inhalation, peel your entire body off of the floor for Shalambhasana, locust pose. As you begin to float your hands, your shoulders, your feet, and your knees. Squeeze your posterior chain. Your palms face the floor so you can pinch them towards one another. Reach your pinkies towards one another. As you lift your chest, tuck your chin in towards your chest to elongate your cervical spine. Take another round of breath. Inhale. Exhale to lower down to the mat. Find a cheek. Windshield wipe your legs left to right. Lower your feet back down to the floor. Interlace your hands behind your back. You can take that first round with your arms alongside the body if you'd like. Keep your elbows bent initially. Bring your chin or forehead to the floor. On your next inhale, peel your chest up, lift your feet and your knees, and extend your knuckles towards your heels. Open up. Send your breath into your chest and the fronts of your shoulders. Point, floint, or flex through your feet. Full engagement. Each inhale, you lift up higher into the sky. Each exhale carries you further. Let's take 2 more breaths. Inhale to lift. Exhale to glide. Last one. Inhale, lift higher. Exhale to slowly land. Unbind. Find a cheek. Windshield wipe your legs left to right. Now as you release through your lower back, begin to flip onto your back like a pancake. Your head points towards the mirror, your feet towards the back of the room. Center yourself to your mat. Bring your feet to the floor, arms alongside your body. Shoulder blades pinch in together, feet hip distance apart, toes in line with your ankles and knees. On your next inhale, push through your feet, lift your hips into bridge pose. Option to take wheel if you would like, with your hands alongside your ears, fingertips to point towards your shoulders. We take whichever back bend serves your practice today. Notice if your toes rotated outward. Draw your toes in line. Yeah, nice. Your gaze is neutral to the sky. If you'd like to bind your hands underneath, you're welcome to. Ground through your entire foot, including your toes. One more. Inhale. And exhale, roll it all the way down, one vertebra at a time. Squeeze your right knee into your chest. Extend your left leg long to the mat. Compress. Draw your right knee in towards your right underarm. And with your left hand, guide your right knee all the way across your body for twisted root. Right arm comes out to a T position. Ground your shoulders. You can stay here. Or extend your top leg as you tap into your IT band. Maybe we loosen up through those muscles in the glute medius that help facilitate all of our balance today. Or perhaps your right hand binds with your left foot or ankle for a quadricep stretch. You can also take a combination of both. Last breath, breathe in and out. Roll back to center. Draw both knees in. Give yourself a squeeze to recenter your hips and shoulders. Right leg extends long. Squeeze your left knee in towards your left underarm. Open up through your groin and inner thigh for just a moment. And with your right hand, guide your left knee across your body, twisted root, second side. Arms come out to that T position. Take any options you need to here. And last round of breath, breathe in and out. Roll back to center. Draw your knees back into your chest and take this opportunity to come into any last minute movements or postures that you personally need to complete your practice. We've spent this practice opening up through our inner thighs and our groin. So if you'd like to move further with that, perhaps a happy baby or a Supta Baddha Konasana, butterfly pose on your back. If you would like something a little bit more counter to balance the practice, perhaps draw your knees in towards your chest and cross your legs at the thighs as if you're sitting at a table and come into an eagle-like shape with the lower half of your body. If you're in any bilateral shapes, I'll let you know when it's time to switch. But use this time now to slow the breath down. Allow it to flow in and out of your body naturally. If you are in any bilateral shapes, begin to switch sides, whether you've taken that eagle pose or extended one leg particularly. And as you're ready, draw both these into the chest. Give yourself a nice tight squeeze. Extend your arms and legs to the sky. Allow your arms and legs to hang like a puppet without strings. Soften your toes, your ankles, fingers, wrists, knees, and elbows. Allow yourself to dangle here for a moment. Allow the blood to flow back into your circulatory system. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, lower your limbs down one at a time. Take up as much or as little space as you find our last and final, but most important pose, our Shavasana. Your entire physical practice has prepared you for this moment. A moment where we can detach from our thoughts, detach from outcomes, detach from the performance of your practice. Yoga is an experience. Draw a full breath in through your nose. Open your mouth and sigh it out. Unclench your jaw. Release your tongue from the roof of the mouth and drop into your peace. And drop into your stillness even further. Feel the roots, the connections of your back body grow wide and deep. Become one with the earth below you. Breathing together, hearts beating together. Slowly begin to bring your awareness back to the four walls in this room. Create a sense of lightness now in your body as your roots begin to detach from the earth. Send your awareness to the rhythm of your breath. Bring that awareness even closer to home as you observe your life force, the rhythm of your heartbeat, the electricity pulsing through your body. On your next breath in, expand your belly, your ribs, and your chest. Awaken from the inside out. As you exhale, send that energy down into your arms and legs. Wiggle through your fingers and your toes. Rotate through your wrists and your ankles. Invite larger mindful movements back into the space. Be mindful of any props or water bottles around you as you stretch your arms up above head. Point the toes away. Squeeze your body with every muscle, followed by your knees and towards your chest. As you bring your knees into your belly, roll onto the side body of your choice as you come to a gentle fetal position, a shape from which we all came, a shape that signifies new life, new opportunity. And here in your fetal position, find gratitude for the simplest thing in your life, something perhaps that you have taken for granted of. As this gratitude fills your heart center, keep your eyes gently closed as you press yourself up to a comfortable seat facing the front of the room. Bring your hands together at heart center. A reminder of your sankalpa, the dedication, your purpose and intention. We'll seal this practice this evening with one universal sound of Om, the vibration and frequency that binds you and me together, us to the cosmics, and the earth below us. You're welcome to participate in the sound of Om or allow the vibrations to simply wash over you, refilling your cup. We take an inhale for Om. I thank each and every one of you for allowing me to guide you through your practice this evening. May you be happy, may you be safe, may you be abundant in wealth and health, and may the force be with you. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you for bearing with my yoga fart. It was a fun time. If you have any questions about anything, I'll meet you out in the lobby. I will turn on the light just a little bit. Please take your time coming out of this space. Hot stuff.